What's going on, Sports Game Vision World? You here, late night hype, giving a NBA post game talk here with the fellas, BA and Cold. Before we get started, though, I do want to say rest in peace. We brought this up early on the other show. BA Ananda Lewis passed away earlier today, 52 years old, former host on BT and MTV. I forgot about the MTV. She did transition and go over there and
Yeah.
had a nice run with her own TV show and being a VJ over there. Stage 4 breast cancer. Uh, One of her best friends, she's going to be meet her in heaven now. Aaliyah. She gets She used to get emotional whenever she hear her songs. They were really good friends. But yeah, very talented. I remember growing up watching Ananda on Teen Summit. Young guy, I'm a young pup then. Like, look, dang, she
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes.
And I used to
Back in
always
the
make sure I
day.
watched that show when she was on it. And just followed her. As I became older and going to MTV, and it's sad to hear again. Playback channel on Sports Game Vision when Irv Gotti passed away.
Yeah.
And we gotta take care of our health. I've got me, BA. I know we're a little older. Code is in the building. He's a little bit younger, but even in your youth, you still got to make sure you take care of yourself. And
Yeah.
your body talks to you. Listen, and definitely do what you can to try to stay here a little bit longer. But rest in peace. And again, Ananda said that in her interviews to go check. So I'm not
Yes.
just talking crazy. She's was definitely pushing for everybody to take care of their health. So rest in peace. We'll definitely miss you and thank you for everything you did to bring joy into our lives. But with that being said, as we transition into from
Can
a
I
tough,
can I
tough, tough
say
thing, go ahead.
can I, did you see that? Did you like that Ananda, it was one of them like black queens, right? It was crazy. Like, did you see her hair? We just got through talking about Dejanay
Yeah,
Carrington. I ain't never seen her with no wig for real. I ain't never seen her without a wig. Ananda was one of the ones. You see that long, flowing, curly hair, beautiful brown skin. She was strong. She was holding it down. She was telling the ladies, yo, you better take care of your man. Don't be using, don't be trying to use your man. He gonna use like she was talking to it, like she was. Damn, man. R.I.P. to the queen, man. R.I.P. to the queen. I miss me some Ananda, man.
absolutely. And she popped out of the scene for a while. She got married. She had a kid. Sadly, passing away on the day her son graduated, if I'm not mistaken, from
Yeah,
school.
yeah.
Forgot which grade or he was in, but
He was eighth grade going to ninth grade. He graduated
yeah.
from middle school.
Yeah, see, about to go to high school, and that's tough at any age. When you're younger, it hits you even harder. But at any age, when you lose a parent, I'm speaking from experience, losing both minds. It's tough. So, say prayers, and to him and the rest of the family and all the loved ones that really loved her, that was close to her. It's gonna be a tough time, but our prayers are with you.
Yeah.
But as we transition, again, a tough, tough subject. We're going to talk about what we're here for tonight, and that's it's a little bit NBA basketball. And as we see here, the Pacers have now taken a 2-1 lead. They were being the team that wasn't supposed to be winning right now the whole postseason, but especially in the finals. And they say the teams that go up 2-1 in the finals win 81% of the time. Fellas, what is your opinion of this game 3 surprise victory? And if you watch the pregame, I said Pacers and Cole said Pacers. BA said, nah, OKC.
Yeah. Well, I picked the Pacers to win, but who needed to win more, I believe,
Oh,
was
okay.
OKC. Yeah. No, I
Okay,
knew the
see.
pay. I picked the I got the Pacers. I said if the Pacers win game three, they gonna probably win game four too.
Mm.
Cause that bench don't really travel well, but at home, that bench play. That bench be
Speaking
playing.
speaking of that, I was looking at the team stats. I like to look at to see with the disparities. They had 50, almost 60 points off Indy's bench, and I believe the Oklahoma City Thunder only had something like 14 or 15 points off the bench. It was a very big discrepancy in this game.
massive.
Yeah,
And
massive.
it's so crazy because like that's been one of the big things with OKC this season. Like their team is just so deep. Like some of their eighth and ninth guys will be starters on other teams, and it just didn't matter tonight.
Yeah, yeah. They so one thing that I noticed about OKC bench, right? Usually they are when they're on the road. I've noticed that it's always one of the big three or two of the big three that have big nights when they went on the road. They get some. They get bench play. They do get a lot. They get solid bench play, but they don't get spectacular bench play. But when they're at home, that's when that bench actually steps up because the energy of the crowd, the
Mama's
lights
cooking.
look different. Yeah, mama's cooking exactly. So they what's my guy name number 21
Aaron Wiggins,
Aaron Wiggins. he
Yep.
had a he had a donut today. He had a donut.
Yeah. Now I recalculated. They had 18 points off the bench, and Indiana had 49.
good God,
Yeah.
Had McConnell out there looking like Steve Nash. Had little McConnell out there looking like Steve Nash, dishing the
but
ball
that
up
was the
and
most
under.
effective 10 points I've ever seen in my life. Like
I've seen, but I've seen him do that all
But
season. All
what I
season
noticed
he's
was
doing
he
that.
pushed the pace
Yes.
when Tyrese was off the floor, and it created, some easier buckets for the guys, or at least fouls too, because they got the win in the free throws tonight. And what is it? Oklahoma did not have his, win that free throw, which they did in the last game.
yeah,
Yeah, they did.
it was so surprising that like McConnell came in and they actually gained the lead while Tyrese was out and McConnell's like stealing inbound passes, making the right plays, stuff like that. Like
It,
it's very few stars in the NBA who could sit out in a finals game and their backup point guard just does that for them.
I, I don't
Go
I
ahead.
don't know I don't know if y'all noticed, but they did the same thing versus the in game one. It was the bench. It was the bench in game one, right? That actually made a push and kept them in the game to get them closer. And then of course the starters finished it against New York. It was a few games against New York where the bench came in and took leads, comebacks. Of course, it took 38 points one game from Siakam or whatnot, Pascal, but their bench has been doing this all playoffs. All playoffs, their bench has been stepping up and keeping them in games and letting the starters finish off the game.
It's,
No, go
oh
ahead.
man.
And I was gonna
Uh,
say, McConnell looked like he might be Matthew Dellavedova, but they didn't win. So JJ Barea.
Yo, I give him uh Delavadova no, but JJ Barea, he was yeah. Hey, did you see that crossover he did though?
Yeah,
The crossover pull up in a big moment, and then them steals, them out of bounds, like come on, them inbound and steals. Oh my gosh, bro.
had a big
uh,
game. Now,
Yeah,
that's
Cole, go ahead, Cole.
uh, I was about to say that's one thing that I just got absolutely wrong with this game. I said it was gonna be Neesmith and Turner. It was Matherin, McConnell, and Obi Toppin.
I did not say Matherin on my pick.
yeah,
You
yeah,
Y-
did.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And then this code, you sent me this a few minutes ago. Benedict Matherin dropped the most points off the bench in the NBA Finals since Jason Terry in the 2011 Finals in that shocking win, Dallas beating the Heatles.
Mm. And
That's
you know what's crazy?
ridiculous.
Jason Terry was like 32, 33.
The
When
Jet.
the Jet at that time when he did that, Matherin Benedict, yo, he only 22 years old. He only
Yeah.
22. Crazy.
He looked so calm out there, like he knew what he had to do today.
Yeah.
Like he got off the bench, got immediately into his bag. It, he wasn't making dumb plays. He wasn't pushing the pace like he wasn't going too fast. He wasn't tripping up over himself how he usually does. Like he just went out there. He just executed it there.
And the another thing to me, what he did too defensively, he only made one dumb foul today, one stupid foul, and then the rest of the game, he played honest on defense, opposed to just trying to reach and do. You know how he be playing. He just be trying to push people, trying to punk people on the court. He wasn't trying to do none of that. He was just like, let me stay in this calm space, and that is a secret weapon that I thought I didn't even think he was gonna play. I knew he was probably gonna have one good game, one solid game, but I didn't think he was gonna be no 27 solid point game. Nah, not 27 points. And like they needed every single one of them points
Yeah.
too. They
He's
needed
got the
all
ability to
27.
do that though.
And he like that's one thing. It didn't feel like he was forcing it. Like he just slowly crept up onto 27 points. Like he was just mid-range shot here, layup here. I'm gonna knock down the occasional three. Like he was playing within the flow of the offense, and his shot was just it was just falling.
Yeah, that
You can't put a price on a bench player like a bench player performance like that in the finals.
he pulled a Caruso, meaning that he kept cutting to the basket at the right time, opposed to just sitting back and watching. He kept involving himself in the offense off of the ball, opposed to with the ball in his hand. And those that the 8 to 9 points that he got, whether it was at the free throw line or just cutting to the basket, getting a layup, an and one or whatever or whatnot, that was like they needed every single one of those.
Yeah. Well, I want to bring this topic up about. I wanted to bring this up in the post game. We didn't have enough time. We had to watch the game. Um, I'm enjoying the final so far. It's pretty good. But this is one of the least watched finals so far. We don't know what the numbers are going to be tonight. But game one and game two is one of the least watched ones. Do you think that even matters, or do you think it's just the advent of streaming?
It matters. It matters.
It
I think
mattered.
it matters. Yeah, this is two small market teams who don't have any superstars. As much as I love me some Shea, he too mysterious. He not on a whole bunch of commercials. He's only on a few that don't even air all over the country. And he's the MVP, and ain't nobody talking about him being MVP except NBA players. People don't even know who SGA even is. There are a lot of sports fans that don't even know who he is.
Honestly, I blame the league for that though.
Yeah.
Like the league, they have this bad habit of finding like homegrown products in America and just latching on to them. Zion is done.
Yeah,
Ja is done. Like as far as homegrown talent, or if that's what you want to call it, we have Tatum, who just tore his Achilles, who people already think is overrated, and we have Ant, who is not ready yet. So you have to market the players that's already there, that's already playing at a certain level. Shea should have been marketed like the marketing for him should have began 3 years ago. There's no reason why he wins MVP this year and people are asking who is he? You know what I'm
Cole,
saying?
you know who I blame? You know who I blame Cole for this?
Oh,
Hank, do you know who I blame for this?
I know who you blame. I was ready for you to say it.
LeBron Ramon James
oh my God.
for
How was
holding the
every
league hostage.
how is everything LeBron's fault? If that
Because he does little silly things to keep everything on him even when he's not winning. Even when he's not winning in the playoffs per se.
they do the same thing for Curry.
Yeah, I blame. Yeah, but he's not the
Durant
leader.
too.
He's not. They're not the leaders
Yeah.
of this. They're not the leaders of this. And
Oh my
Curry
God.
only does what he does on the court. He doesn't do this full. He don't do this off the court shenanigans. He don't talk to Stephen A. Smith crazy in front of cameras on purpose, and then walk past Kevin Gates when Kevin Gates is mean mugging him. He doesn't do that. KD don't even do that. But I'm just saying, I blame it on the older players in general for holding the league hostage, and the younger players or whatnot. All the best players in the league are all foreigners, and you're right. The NBA is a big part of that too.
Yeah, y'all brought up. I was going to pop this up. Who you think any one of these two is a superstar? You already kind of answered the question. So neither one of those are superstars to you.
I think Shea is a when I say superstar, I mean like on court, like only. So on court, I believe Shea is a superstar,
All right.
and I do not believe Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar. But if we're talking about just being a celebrity, neither of them are there.
All
That's
right.
and that's a true superstar. A true superstar to me is a person. It has a lot to do with on the court, but it has a lot to do off the court.
Yeah.
Like
Personality.
personalities, everything. It's being like Cole just said, being a celebrity. Like you have to be the people's champ. Neither don't nobody know Tyrese Halliburton outside of basketball like that for real. Don't nobody know SGA outside of basketball. Canada might be riding with him. In a whole nother country might be riding with him, but here in the States, only hoopers know who he is.
Yeah. And the media has something to do with it. And yeah, I do agree with you. I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah.
The older guys we're holding back the new guys. But to be fair, the young guys pooped on taking the next steps with all the trouble that Zion was getting into and Ja Morant was getting into. And Anthony Edwards is talking about he don't want to be the face, and he got his issues as well, which he's a natural superstar once he finally takes the reins. Um, so some of that is not all the old players, but it is they do hold a little hostage, and the league didn't put enough marketing materials in place to push these people forward. Like I remember when they made the push for Steph, all of a sudden you start seeing Steph in ESPN commercials and all these other commercials trying to push him next. And this is before he won the MVP. I was like, oh, they trying to make him a superstar,
Yeah.
and then he ended up becoming one.
New York. When he's after he scored 50 in New York, and I think this was 2012 or 2013, right? This is when the NBA was like, yo, he taking a lot of threes, but he making a lot of them though.
Changed the game.
Yeah.
But this is another thing, right? The people the people that they're pushing wouldn't be the issue if the talent lived up to it. You know what I'm saying? Ant has a long way, like, even though, yes, people may consider him a top 10 player, Ant has a lot of developing to do to his game before he's on Luca, Jokic, Shea, Giannis levels of, what I'm saying, stardom on the court.
Well, he
Like,
got that personality code. That's undeniable.
yeah, but it's like,
84 Jordan.
you know what I'm saying? You can't be comparing this man to Jordan, and he doesn't even have the talent comparable to the on-court superstars of today's league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
So you
mean,
can only prop them so far when the talent doesn't match the stardom. I can only prop Ja so far with his highlights before he gets hurt in the playoff again. I can only prop Zion so far before he doesn't even participate in the playoffs again. I can only prop Ant so far before he crashes and burns in the conference finals again.
yeah, I
Tatum
it's
won a ring and Tatum won a ring and didn't gain any prop off of it because people don't believe in his talent as a superstar.
He got
Like
the
those
talent. I
things
just
matter.
think he like missed dash. Like it's
he don't have
just
no he don't
regular
have no
season.
personality. He don't have no personality at
It's the
all.
personality.
And it's I blame, but I kind of blame basketball in the United States though. I kind of blame just basketball, like from the AAU level up. I kind of blame them because they are showing, they are the way that they're showing players how to play and who to be, and not actually be about the actual game, but just be about whatever NIL check or whatever type money that they get now. It's shifted to a whole. different demographic of the way that players think now. And now they're like, it's not. Now I can go and I can make it to the NBA, and I can already be paid before I get to the NBA. So even if I do only play my first 3 years of my rookie contract, I'm good for the rest of my life. Instead of actually saying I want to be him.
Yeah,
I will say this about Tatum. I do, even though I know he doesn't, his personality isn't necessarily like draw you in per se. Like he's not a bad person, or nothing. I'm saying it doesn't draw you in. I do think if Bron, Durant, and Steph wasn't around, it would have helped him become
Oh,
bigger.
yeah. It forces us as
but
the consumer to pick who we want to be the next from
Hmm.
America. Because we got Giannis and we got Jokic and we got SGA, all these players. The NBA don't wanna highlight these players because they're not American. And that's being obvious too.
And just think about the Olympics. Think about it. He should have been playing, but because of the three, his butt was on the bench playing a role.
Yeah. Both of his
but he also
teammates.
was playing terribly. Like he was playing bad at the Olympics.
I, I mean, everybody wasn't really playing that good in the Olympics though. Like everybody.
The old guys was kind of carrying on. We could talk about it a different day. Like, the old guys was kind of carrying the Olympics. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They put them
Yeah.
on there for honorary. You know that, Cole. They put them on there so they can
They
have that
put
last run.
LeBron, they put LeBron, KD, and Steph on there for honorary.
For their last run, they noticed the last time they could put them together. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been on there, and Tatum would have been the lead.
And we would have lost.
They but
Well,
y'all
we
but
Like
will.
what?
how come y'all but we can say that, right? But they only had KD the last Olympics. They didn't have nobody else.
Mhm.
That's because everybody was like protesting the Olympics. But again, having KD as your first scoring option in a game that's predicated around shooting and deep, like as much as we think the NBA is predicated around shooting and defense, it gets even worse in the Olympics. So having uh, Kevin Durant in that position as the leading scorer, comparing it to having Tatum in that position, while also not having a real center on that last Olympic team we just had, that would have been a disaster.
We low key almost lost to France though. And we
Yeah,
and the game before that was with Serbia. Was that Serbia with the Joker now? We almost lost to them too.
When we played the African team again, well, that wasn't as close, was it?
Nah, not the second
when we
time.
played South Sudan, we got dope. Like we played South Sudan with Wayne and Gabriel, we got dope.
The second time it was a blowout. The first
Yeah,
time
it was
was
almost
close. It
almost
was very
lost.
close. Yeah, almost lost the first time during pool play.
Like, I don't know, man. It's just I genuinely don't believe like the top American players, they're just not good enough for us to have like the Bronze and the KDs and the Currys again. Like they're just not that level of a player. Like they they are very good players, but they are not all-time transcendent talents.
What
They're
what
just not.
what did they call?
Like
What did J Cole say? They like the middle child, man. They like the
they're
middle child, man.
literally the middle child. Like I will I will argue people down. Jason Tatum is closer to Paul Pierce than he is to KD.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't
yeah.
like Paul Pierce, old man game? Paul Pierce was that guy.
No, Kobe was that guy. Paul Pierce was a guy.
A guy with KG at the tail end of his prime, but he was still in his prime, and Ray Allen.
I was about to say like that's literally what Tatum did. He had the best team in the league. He won a ring. He literally did what Paul Pierce did.
I now if they would have beat Steph Curry and them in 2022,
That's
I
Kobe.
think it'd be
That's
different.
KD Kobe
I I,
level.
I think that would
Yeah.
his whole legacy would be different. But and then Jimmy Butler beat you the following year.
You know what I'm saying? It's just certain things that we expect to see out of all
And,
time transcendent players that they just can't deliver.
and you had to go get
Like
Porzingis, and you had to go get Drew Holiday.
That's the glue, Drew.
Oh my God! Like you had to go get those two, and then when you got those two, you ain't even win MVP of the Eastern Conference or the Finals.
you you didn't even speak about how when Derek White got to Boston out of nowhere, he's just like uh amazing 3-point shooter and the best like perimeter defender in the league. Like we didn't even bring that up.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't like
People
that in San
slept on him in
Antonio.
San Antonio though. He was good there. He
He
just
He
was
wasn't.
good, but he
He
wasn't
wasn't this
shooting
good.
threes like
He
this.
wasn't this good. He wasn't this good because that boy right there could shoot. He's a shooter.
he's untouchable in his trade market. You see that him and Brown.
Cause ain't nobody
Nah,
gonna
bro.
take it. Ain't nobody gonna take his contract. Ain't
Who
nobody. Don't nobody. Don't
White?
nobody
Oh,
want. Yeah, White. Don't nobody want his contract. He a good player, but ain't nobody gonna pay him that much. They paid him a lot of money.
look, Jamie, if you're listening to me anywhere, somewhere, we need that man next to Luca this season. We need that man next to Luca.
LeBron got to get up out of there though.
He ain't
Yeah,
going nowhere for another 2 seasons, BA.
Yeah,
He got two more
yeah. He
seasons.
waiting on. He waiting on Bryce. Yeah, hurry up,
Bryce, they're gonna
Bryce.
make history. Two sons.
He gonna be ruining. He gonna be ruining Luca's career. He gonna be.
oh, man. Luca gonna be 28 by the time he actually competes for a chip because of him.
But
Yeah,
that's the old school time. Around that time, that's Jordan and Zeke time, and all that when he started winning championships.
But
yeah,
you can't do that. Luca's prone to being fat. We can't wait till 28.
yeah. He might because Luca the type. Once he get the Dallas knew what they was doing. Once he get that $300 million contract from LA, because they're gonna give him that. They're gonna. Well, he can't because
I
he
was about to
gotta
say he
wait or
can't because
whatever.
he got traded.
Because he gotta get 240. But once he get locked in for the 240 or the 250, he might just be like, I'm good.
Like the other guy in LA, what's his name? Ben Simmons.
Oh man.
He got that money and it.
Hey,
I
he
don't
the
know what
goat.
happened.
Hey, Ben Simmons is the goat. He's the goat. Not for playing basketball either. Not for what
Gold
he's done on the
scammer.
court. Yeah, he got that big contract because he was an all-star, defensive player of the year nominee, all of that stuff, all defensive team, perennial for first 4 seasons. After that, oh, it's mental health.
Yep,
Well, we see you out with all of
Man.
these. We see you out with all of that work.
it worked.
Like
He in
people
he in the Kardashian family.
oh
Oh
man.
man.
I will genuinely be screaming to the top of my lungs trying to explain to children of tomorrow how good Ben Simmons was, and none of them will
Oh,
believe me.
oh my
He was
God.
None of
supposed to
them.
be the next Bron.
He was trending.
I
He
never
was
thought
trend.
that, but he was really good.
He was trending. He was trending to be a top 10 NBA player that was going to probably average 24, 25 points, 9 rebounds. Not like he was going to give us 25, 9, and 9 one day.
Like, oh man.
He got his
Got
money made.
paid.
He got that 30, 35, $36 million a year. And it was like mental health.
Oh man.
Hashtag.
Yeah, I blame Ice Cold Trey.
Hey man.
Ice Cold-
That's what Atlanta do to people, man.
Yo, hey, messed up his whole career. And then Trey, what did Trey say? Trey said, "Man, I was surprised because he was right there at the basket. He could have dunked it or laid it up, and he just
Right.
passed the ball out. He ain't been the same since."
And then
You know
Doc
how
Rivers got in and said, I don't know if we can win with him.
Yeah,
yeah, in front of everybody. Like
Right.
I, I'm unprofessional, but you
I'm
know.
not going. I'm not showing up to basketball practice just because that's crazy.
You know how crazy it is for one of the best decision makers in the league that was a part of the play to
Bro,
be like, yeah, I don't know what he was doing, man. Like that man was
so
tweaking. I wouldn't have passed the ball if I was 6'10". Like, bro,
how old is he now? He ain't even 30 years old yet, right? He ain't even
He's still
30.
no.
young. He's still
That's
young.
crazy.
I
That's
was rooting for him, but at this point, I don't know. And he done went to the Clippers where he really didn't have no pressure.
when
Even
they,
Brooklyn, and he
he
still ain't
could
turning around.
when they traded him for James Harden, I was like, oh my gosh, he about to start hooping with KD and Kyrie. I thought he was about to.
No,
No,
that team is bro, Brooklyn was cooked from the start.
I thought they were going to win a chip before James Harden hurt his
Torres, whatever.
hamstring. He
Yeah,
tore his hamstring, and then Kyrie
went
sprained
out.
his ankle. And when both of them went down, I was like, "This is the basketball gods." Like, no, y'all are cheating. Y'all
They
are
would have went to
cheating.
the finals at least. At the
They would
very
have.
least, they was.
They were going to
Yeah.
win the championship. They were going to win.
I mean, I always say you got to do it, but they at least
I,
going. They was at least going.
They blew
I
out.
was,
They blew out Milwaukee, who won the chip versus the Phoenix Suns. They blew Milwaukee out by 50. You remember that?
Yeah.
And then the next
look,
game is when everything just went to
Hey,
everything
I'm
just went to crap.
I'm with Hank though. I'm a big proponent of you have to play the game
mhm.
because anything can happen. Look, we thought this series was gonna be 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
You have to play the games. You
I didn't
have
think that.
to play the game.
I
I
didn't think that. I ain't gonna
I
lie. I
thought
didn't
I
think that.
thought it would at least be 2-1 Thunder. I thought the Thunder was gonna win in five. So you
In
gotta play
chat,
the games.
did you see in chat I put Pacers in six code?
Yeah,
I said, let me just throw this out here. Let me put
Pacers
my
yeah,
hot
is
take out here.
crazy. Pacers is six is crazy.
terrible.
Yo, I got them in six now. I got them in six now. I think they're gonna win game four. I think they're gonna go up 3-1
Yeah,
just because of their bench. I think their bench is gonna come back and play explosive offense. I just don't like them when they go to OKC. OKC, I don't know how they go farewell there.
Hot take time. Next game, the Pacers gonna blow them out by 20.
Ooh,
I don't think that's that crazy.
if they
We are
do
due.
though, 5 games. This is gonna be a 5 game series because they gonna probably lose an OKC too if they lose by 20.
Y'all think about it though, right? We have not had a Pacers game yet this series where they have just played magnet ball. And it's bound that like they are due for a magnet ball game where they just can't miss shooting 45% from three. Like it's gonna happen. One of these games has to happen where the Pacers just make 10 threes in a row and the game's over in like the third quarter.
It's either gonna be next game or it's gonna be game 6.
And
We gonna see. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Cause Siakam ain't had a good game yet. He's still getting over a dub every game.
that's what I'm saying. They're due for one of those type of games where they don't miss a shot. They're due for it.
Yeah, yeah. I want to say shouts out to to uh to Turner, to Miles Turner, man. Shouts out to him. He's been with
Whew.
the team for 12 seasons, and his defense right now, well, from this one particular game, he put like a clamp, like a blanket around Chet in that second half. Like he put a blanket around Chet.
Yeah. I believe Chet ended the second half with like, I think it was like 18. He ended the game with 20.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't I
exactly.
don't know what I don't know what Hallie, I don't know what Rick Carlisle said to that man at halftime, but good God.
And he under the weather. He was sick. You know that he was sick.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he got some type of sinus infection or something going on with him or
Who,
whatnot.
Miles?
Yeah, Miles Turner.
Yeah, my other guy that said step up was got 21 tonight, and then he said if Halliburton scored 20 or more points, they normally wins, and he got 22 tonight
Yeah,
with 11.
that floater, man. Like when he get if he looked to score today, he got to the mid range into the paint and actually looked at the rim.
Yeah. Let me just fact check myself real quick. So Chet scored 3 points in the third and 2 points in the fourth. So
Yeah.
15 points in the first half, 5 points in the second half.
Exactly. Exactly. Nasty work. Nasty work. And Shea, if they're gonna, you know how they say, this is something I noticed about game one and game three that no one's talking about. Both of those games, they all looked gassed. Both of those games. OKC
Cool.
whole
Okay.
entire
See.
team in the first and the third game, they looked like they were at it. Like everybody got their hands on their knees, and that's because of that pace. That pace got them gassed in that fourth quarter.
What's crazy, you think they would be up for this type of challenge playing the team like the Nuggets. They just played like one of the most athletic teams in the league with the Timberwolves. Like, you think they would be up for this type of challenge, but when Tyrese Halliburton and TJ McConnell is leading the offensive units, you're just not ready, no matter
Yeah,
what you do.
yeah. It's I think with them in particular, if you don't, if you cannot withstand their pace and slow them down and choose to run with them, not like 7 times out of 10 you're gonna lose.
Yeah. It's but this is another thing that like we were shown in game two that OKC has the ability to slow them down, but I feel like over the stretch of game one and game three, like they tried the same strategy in game three and it just didn't work.
That's because what you call it was being attacked. What's Harkenstein?
Oh yeah, he
Uh,
was being he
he
was
was being
being
attacked.
switched.
Yeah,
He was,
like
oh man.
he was on an island. Remember what they did to Cat coming off that
Yeah,
screen, and Cat just got his hands up and don't know what the hell to do because he don't play defense for real. Hardenstein, like he was got put on an island, and whoever was on the court, whether it was Halliburton or whether it was McConnell or whether it was Nimhart, they put pressure on that big man. And was like, all right, you got to defend me now. You got to defend me, and that
yeah.
changed like that. That ooh we
Like,
he
that
was a
is that's
liability.
Can y'all hear me?
yeah.
All right. One that we're gonna keep it in the same range. I wanted to put this here. The original terrorist,
Oh
Robert
God.
Ory.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The original terrorist of the playoffs. 007.
Yeah. Should be a Hall of Famer.
Real demon right there.
I think he should be a Hall of Famer.
He should be a Hall of Famer for pushing Steve Nash and getting the seventh ring. You right.
Yeah, I watched him. So I got a chance to watch him through all like San Antonio. He came up big in two fourth quarters for them to win two games against Detroit, which was the number one defense in the world. Right? I seen him.
Yeah,
I seen him take over in that series. I seen him in Houston when he was his second and his third year. I seen him in Houston with Olajuwon earlier in his career. I seen him take over in the fourth quarter versus the Knicks and versus Orlando. I've seen him do big things
Him and
like in
Cassell.
big one. Him and Cassell in the first championship, it was him Cassell versus the Knicks. Both of them
Mhm.
were like he was locking up Starks because they had 6'10" and they had him. He put a blanket over John Starks actually,
That was
but
my guy too.
yeah,
Start.
and then the third, and we seen all the big moments he had with LA, like when Kobe and Shaq, when they were feuding and all of that stuff during down the stretch, Shaq was still Shaq, of course. He was still Shaq. But before the finals, getting like the semifinals and all that other, like the he like yeah he did his thing until Shaq woke up in the NBA Finals like he always did. Was like, okay, now I'm gonna be the best in the world. So I seen Ori. I've seen him put in that work with three different franchises and got multiple rings with all three franchises, two, and three.
He
Or
was
two,
traded. He was
three.
traded to the Pistons for one day, and he got rescinded because he didn't want to go.
Yeah. Do you remember that? I know you remember that, Hank. They played it was Detroit versus San Antonio. He comes down, he hits a big three. The ball rattles in. San Antonio, I think, is down. I think they're down four. He hits a big three. Get the ball, get the possession, get the ball back again. He does some type of head fake, goes baseline and gets an and one dunk on
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it was on Ben Wallace. Like, and they take the lead and they never look they never look back after that. So like he a Hall of Famer to me just because of his moments.
Rings too.
That's why the moments created rings. That's very rare. It's very rare.
Man, shout out to the fakest playoff shooter. Now let me stop. Let me stop. Nah,
What the?
Robert Ory a dog. He a dog.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need Why does Nick Wright keep hating on Kobe? Why does he keep bringing up Kobe?
Because he's a Brown fan. I don't know the. Hold on. I gotta get into that. Cause the Kobe hate lately.
I don't
I don't
understand
know,
that.
bro. Like I'm genu. It's genuinely been making. I don't know what you niggas saw on the TL on YouTube. What low light mixtape y'all saw? But A, you do not have to disrespect Kobe to prop up a player. B, when a newer player is having an all-time season, that does not mean you compare him to Kobe. C, what's up with y'all fascination of leaving Kobe out y'all top 10, top five? Like, stop being weird, bro.
Bro,
What criteria do you have where Kobe Bryant isn't a top 10 player?
I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. This is what I've been hearing. Kevin Durant is the best scorer that we've ever seen over Kobe. And not just Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Kobe, but James Harden was a better offensive player than Kobe. I'm hearing this a lot. I'm hearing this a lot.
This is
Recency
the thing.
bias.
Oh, I'm hearing no. You brought up James Harden. I'm hearing I'm hearing James Harden is the third greatest shooting guard in front of Dwayne Wade. That's what I've been hearing.
You mean
Oh,
James
people don't
Harden
put
is over
respect
AD?
on what you call his name on the D Wade's name.
That's
Um,
nasty. That's nasty.
it's it's so crazy. Like they're like, oh, you're gonna put D Wade in front of him because he won a ring at 23. Did you watch the series?
He averaged 36 points at 35.6 or something. 36. I'm gonna round it up. He averaged 36 points a game.
Did you did you watch? Because I remember, mind you, I'm young. I remember D Wade in 2009 dropping my Hawks off. I remember that. I remember D Wade before Bron came. Like I think that's another big factor to people putting putting James Harden over D Wade. Y'all do not know D Wade before LeBron James.
Man,
I know
and
him.
then yeah, and then when LeBron like the first championship that they lost, he was averaging 27, and that he would have been Finals MVP if they would have pulled that out. And we're not going to talk about when even with LeBron, he was still averaging 22, 23 points a game as a sidekick
Bro. Y'all saw
on one leg.
that's literally what I was about to say. Y'all saw D Wade after he blew his knee out and think that's the version of D Wade we're talking about when we're putting him in these all-time combos. No, the
D
version
Wade's
of D
first year taking them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Went in
yeah,
the first round against Charlotte.
yeah. The game winner on BD on Baron on Prime Baron Davis on
Like
Prime Baron
what, bro?
Davis.
Y'all think it's just it blows my mind how they just think we're just collectively lying about Dwayne Wade and Kobe's career. Like what do we have to lie about? Everything we say, you can literally find on YouTube. You can find Kobe dropping people off on YouTube. You can find D Wade dropping people off in the playoffs on YouTube. Just because they don't contend for a ring every single year does not mean it's a wasted or failed year. Their teams just weren't that good. D Wade's team just wasn't that good after that '06 run until LeBron came. Kobe's team just wasn't that good until the back-to-back years when Pau Gasol came. Like it's not that hard of a concept to grasp. They were all-time players doing all-time performances, and their team sucked for long stretches of time. It's not a hard concept to grasp. Stop
People,
putting.
yeah.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go down. Talk your ish.
Uh,
Yeah, I like what you're saying
stop
right now. I'm rocking with what you're saying.
like stop putting SGA in these combos because he averaged 30 for 3 years, just had his first MVP season, just had his first MVP season, just now having a deep postseason run. Granted, he's in the finals on his first deep postseason run, but that does not equate to winning a ring at 23 and winning finals MVP. That does not equate to being uh like a top 10 player like your first 3 years in the league. That doesn't equate to um becoming an all-star while having like the best player in the league on your team, outperforming him in some series, saving him in clutch moments, and then eventually be peaking to becoming one of the greatest players of all time, winning back-to-back championship years later after the three-peat. That does not equate. Stop giving these 3-year sample sizes and being like, he's on Kobe trajectory. He's not. It took
Mm.
him way too long to peak. It's only been 3 years. It's 1 year of deep postseason run. Just let the man win the ring, which it don't look like he's gonna do right now, and just shut
Cinderella.
up.
Go Cinderella. Go Cinderella.
Like,
Shout out to Drake. Shout out to Drake.
but yeah, yeah. I ain't even been around BA and y'all turning me into a Kobe fan, man. Like, what's up with y'all, man?
Man, my thing is this is like I always joke about LeBron, right? I be hating and joking, but I know he's a phenomenal player. I don't try to down him as much as I can try to get at him because I can get at him even crazy. I don't try to compare him to I don't like comparing him to Kobe because I feel like when you do that, one has to bring down the other. So
And it
that's my
doesn't have to
thing with
be
that
that way.
situation. And they both are totally two different players in two different lanes. One is based off of peak and the other one is based off of longevity. Let both of them be kings and be greats in their own.
Yeah.
But what gets me is when I get into these debates, when I'm off camera or on camera, wherever I'm at, it's always somebody that once they bring up LeBron, they got to bring up Kobe. And when they bring up Kobe, and they talk like Kobe was a bum and that he was just that he was a sidekick to Shaq and Paul Gasol is a top 75 player or something. No,
Well, no, I want to put respect on Powell. Powell wasn't no trash player. Now people
he
I
wasn't.
was
always
gonna say, Powell was him, but Powell wasn't Anthony Davis. Like, let's calm down.
19 point like Powell, the highest that he averaged with Kobe during those years was 19 points.
Like, come on now,
He was
come on
effective.
now.
He was effective, but it wasn't like come on, man. Like Kobe, people remember him from 2014, 2014, 2015, and 2016. They remember those last 3 years. In 2013, he averaged 29 points, blew out his Achilles, and he never was the same his last couple seasons. Well, the next season he didn't even play. The season after that, he only played like 20 some games because he tore his shoulder. And then this last season was just farewell. It was farewell. But that's what people remember. They don't remember prime. They don't remember number 8. They don't remember number 8. They only remember the late number 24.
I'm talking to people about '06 Kobe defense. They was like, "Oh, did he win a ring that year? Are you dumb?
Yeah,
What does that have to do with the argument? I'm speaking on his talent. What does that have to do with the argument, bro?"
it's
Nah,
only it's only 5 players with 13 all NBA defensive teams. Only 5 in the history of basketball.
Come on,
Kobe,
bro.
Kobe was dope, and for me, because I've always been a Shaq fan, still am.
Yeah,
He proved everything when Shaq left, and he got his wins, his championships. Because I felt Shaq had to go for Kobe to be able to get in that GOAT conversation. Because if Shaq would have stayed, there's no way you've been able to put him in there.
yeah,
Because
he
it
wouldn't
always
have.
went all the stuff would have went to Shaq. So Shaq needed to go, and he proved, hey, I'm on that same level once he left.
Yeah, how many sidekicks average 25 to 30 points a game?
Like, come, like, and that's what be frying me though. Like, y'all, these people couldn't have watched the three piece because it's literally Kobe and Shaq
Mhm.
carrying the offense, both of them carrying the offense. And we get back on the other side of the ball. All right, let's play team defense. That's literally what it was. Those two are 75% of the offense, and you're still
Robert
like,
Ory.
nah, Robert Ory. Oh man.
I got to put him back
Um,
up. And Robert Ory.
oh man.
Hey, yo, and hey, 50 years from now to 100 years from now, if the NBA is still the NBA, people are going to look back and be like, who was this guy that had 7 rings?
Yep.
Jordan's a fraud.
Yeah, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, he's one of the greatest ever. He had 7 rings
Like, come on, man.
on 3 different teams. Oh my gosh. He won everywhere he went.
It's gonna blow their mind when they find out somebody had 11. Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro. But nah,
Man, to switch gears on it, I wanted to bring this up too. Um, Charles Barkley went off on the Knicks and what they're doing. Y'all heard about what all these coaches that they're trying to go after?
yes.
The Knicks got to be the stupidest damn people in the world. He's talking about the Knicks firing the former head coach and not having a plan to get a new coach right away. And they're asking almost every team. These are just 4 coaches right here. They've asked more than that. Can they speak to the coaches that are on teams right now? Can they talk to them? And all of them have said no.
Hey,
What's that right there? Jason Kidd, Ume Doka, Chris Finch, and what's the Atlanta coach?
Quinn Snyder.
Quincy Snyder. And they asked the Chicago's coach, and they asked Jay. Was it Jay Wright when he's in college, right?
nah, he not in college no more. But
Jay
he does commentate now.
commentator.
Yeah. He won 2 championships at Villanova. Yeah.
Man,
So, what's y'all thoughts on them making that stupid move?
I don't understand why they even fired Tom Thibodeau in the first place, bro. Like your team just obviously wasn't good enough. Like it wasn't good enough. Your team offense consists of Jalen Brunson solo ball and maybe these two wings, OG and Mikhail, who aren't that good on offense. Maybe they score 20 points tonight. Like
Yeah.
that's not Tom Thibodeau's fault.
Yeah. Yeah. And you went out and got one of the biggest defensive liabilities ever known in the game of basketball, Carl Anthony Towns. He'll light you up for 20 to 30 points. But once you put him on an island on a pick and roll, he's gonna give up 30 points.
Yeah, I didn't understand that people getting so upset at Cat's defense. I'm like, wasn't that a problem in Minnesota too? They didn't know what they bought. Like, everybody knew that. They just had Gobert to kind of cover it up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this year they actually had what's his name? Robinson. They had him to cover up some things too. But
But he can't stay on the floor though because he can't shoot free throws.
exactly, they intentionally fouling him so he can go shoot his 40% free throw percentage. But it was
And then you
stupid
got
though. It was stupid firing. $44 million. You just gave him 44. He this last summer he signed a 4 year, $44 million contract. Now you got to pay him out.
Yeah, time get the time get the check.
BA. BA and Hank. I'm gonna ask you this, right? If your point guard, if your star point guard is already one of the biggest defensive liabilities in the league, would you then go out and get a 7 foot defensive liability?
Nope.
Like,
No,
what would it like? Like, I get it, right? Brunson needs help in the scoring department. You can find nobody else,
Nah.
like nobody.
Nah, I didn't even the trade it was fool's gold to me because I knew that Carl Anthony Towns was gonna go and average 20. He's gonna average over 20. But he not I just knew that he wasn't gonna play no defense and then he every playoffs that I've ever seen him play, he runs out of gas in the second round. If he makes it to the second round, that's when he starts running out of gas. So yeah. Gilbert Arenas. Shout out to Gilbert Arenas. he said he said he built like a WNBA player. Yo.
No, that was, and I ain't gonna lie, that was like one of the most disrespectful soliloquies I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
like I get it, Gil. You feel some type of way about Cat, but when you see that man in real life, you are 6'5", and that man is 7 feet. I don't know. Look, figure it out, bro.
I'm saying Gil is really he ain't even 6'5". He like 6'2", maybe six
Got,
three.
I was about to say, you like you 6'5" with shoes on. That man is a real 7'1". I don't know what to tell you when you meet him. Like,
Hey, yo, but cat ain't like that. That's why Gil keep talking, cause cat ain't gonna do nothing to Gil.
we,
He ain't gonna say
we
nothing
don't
to
know.
Gil, man.
We don't, look, you remember earlier when I was like, you got to play the games to see how the series go up because you don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know. We don't know.
Yo, after I'm only saying this based off of what Jeff T what he said about cat. Tell me I ain't no hoe. I ain't no hoe.
Hey
Yo,
man, look,
yeah.
he Jeff T got to watch out too, cause Jeff T, they say that man really like 5'11". You better watch out. Better watch out, bro.
Yo.
Pat go him his ass. So
Yeah, he gonna have to watch himself too. But he getting that money. He was just on Pat McAfee, and he was just on Rich Eisen. He was just on both of their podcasts or whatnot. So he on the come up right now.
um,
can y'all hear me?
but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera, man.
It's all
yeah.
good, man. It's all good. Technical difficulties happens in this space.
Yes.
I will say this: Knicks ownership put the fries in the bag, man. Like honestly, y'all was trash for an extended period of time. Y'all drafted RJ Barrett. Y'all got Julius Randle. Somehow flipped it into a good team, and y'all fucked it up again. I don't know what to tell you. Like, just quit.
Man,
Seriously.
they got lucky. They got lucky versus Detroit. They got super lucky versus Detroit, man. Who was this? Who was the next team that they played? Boston.
Celtics. Yeah.
Boston. they got lucky versus Boston too, because Boston, I don't know what the hell was going on with that defense. And then Porzingis ass was out there. He was, I don't know if he was sick. They said he had some type of sickness. He wasn't even playing like he was supposed to be playing. So they got lucked up those first 2 rounds. And almost lucked up versus the Pacers too. But the Pacers wasn't having that shit though.
I was going to say it. Honestly, like yes, I know Porzingis was sick and whatnot. It really just felt like they just went out there and just punched Boston in the mouth. That series, like
Yeah.
that's at least what it felt like to me. It felt like Boston. They came out and Boston felt like they couldn't compete with them, and then they showed Boston that they was ready. That's what it felt like,
It's just crazy how game one and game two, you up by 20 points in the fourth quarter.
and it just didn't matter.
It just didn't matter. Y'all still lost both of those games up by 20. The same exact way. Y'all lost the league same exact way.
Like
Nasty. Nasty work. Nasty work. Hank, you still there, Hank?
I'm still here. My technical difficulties.
Okay. I was like, man, Hank just faded out to the background. He's like, fuck it. We just gonna get this content. We gonna get this content.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot.
But all in all, this as far as this NBA Finals, from a basketball perspective, I think it's dope. It's good. It's good basketball. Um, from a what do you call those? From a what type from a casual fan perspective, is this is horrible. It's horrible from a casual fan perspective.
Yeah, they don't got none of the big names in there, but you got to create them too. They got to play. So it's best if this series goes 6 or 7 for the league, but it could go 5.
I don't even think it matters what this series goes, man. They everybody what you just say, Cole, put the fries in the bag.
put
Yeah,
the
it's this
fries in the bag.
yeah, put the fries in the bag. We ready for next season, man. Hey, they ready. Everybody talking about Cooper Cup right now. Not Cooper Cup. What's his name?
Flag.
Yeah, Cooper
Cooper Flag.
Flag. They
That
everybody talking about Cooper Flag right now.
and
You think they
I'm,
gonna trade the pick?
Nah, nah,
uh,
they can't trade the pick
he's
because
not gonna be that good to me. Like I don't see it. I don't see it.
I think he's gonna be really good, but I don't think he's gonna be like everybody else says.
So
For him to do what he did at the age of 17, because remember he skipped a grade
yeah,
and he was 17 doing what he does. He gonna get better, but with the team that he's with now, it'll be best for them to keep the pick because he's gonna be on rookie salary for the next 3 years.
I'm so serious. I think he's gonna be another American that is like a really, really, really good player, but does not have that all-time trajectory how everybody else thought he had. Like
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna
it,
front though. I'm not gonna front though, Cole. The game is gonna be so wide open for him due to the fact that he's coming to a team that's already pretty much put together.
that is true. That is true.
Because
We
Got the, he's got the
imagine
athleticism. He's got pretty good defense.
imagine him playing with the Wizards. Imagine him getting drafted to the Wizards or to freaking Utah or just one of those type or Charlotte or somewhere. Then I would agree with you, Cole. I'd be like, nah. But since the floor gonna be wide open and he going to a team that's gonna have vets that have been to the finals and all of that stuff already before and then won championships and all of that. I think this was a really really great spot for him with this rigged ass NBA system.
man,
Send him to Dallas. Just send him to Dallas, man. We need another U.S. star. We need another U.S. star, man. He the future. Send him to
yeah, put
Dallas.
put him put him with two other US stars.
Yeah, yeah. Because Anthony Davis only got a couple more years on his
Yeah,
contract
he,
anyway. He gonna be done.
Anthony Davis be retired by like 34, 35. Like, fries in the bag.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of these teams, what do you think about this graph here? All the young teams that's in the league right now. Who are your favorites?
Like the
Uh,
Pistons.
Yes, sir.
um,
Mm,
Thunder in the finals. They 24.
I mean,
Portland was actually playing some good stretches of basketball.
Yeah. My
man,
boy Chauncey got the extension.
Yeah, Portland was playing some good basketball at the end. If you missed it because they was losing, you missed out because they was playing good basketball.
yeah, you take Jeff Green, who was like 40 years old. You take him off of Houston, off the Houston
The
Rockets.
age to go down.
Yeah, yeah, and the age will go down like 5 years. So they should be on here too, low key. The Rockets should be on here too, because they
You
got
said
like two. They got like two players that are freaking like one in his late 30s that don't play, and they got Jeff.
The center. What's his name?
Steven Adams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steven Adams.
they got Steven Adams and
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa. The
Everybody
center.
else is everybody else is Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, Jalen Green, Amen Tom. Like they just got there.
Yeah, exactly. Like they got the youngest. They got the youngest core outside of OKC. But I like the Pistons and them Spurs might not be too shabby either, man. Them
I gotta see
Spurs might
how
not be.
De'Aaron plays with
You might
Wimby
be
this
getting
season.
old Durant this year.
Uh,
Nah,
we gotta free my guy Cam. We gotta free him out of Brooklyn though, man. We gotta
Yeah,
get
he's
him
on a
out.
trading block. He on a trading block.
Gotta get him out to Brooklyn, man. Get him out of there.
Ca-
We gotta get him out of there.
Cam Johnson, right?
Nah, nah. Uh, Cam
Thomas.
Thomas. Thomas.
Nah. Get
Cam.
Cam Johnson on a contender. I ain't gonna lie.
And I yeah, Cam Johnson, I would have loved to see him in LA. I think he would have been pretty good at LA. Play defense, 3 and D. I think he would have did all right in LA.
Actual 3 and D player.
Yeah. But we gotta free my guy Cam Thomas though.
What contender is Cam Thomas gonna be on though, where he
I
can
feel
play like that?
like honestly, I feel like he would play perfect with Indiana. I think he would be perfect with Indiana. I think he'll be perfect with the Knicks. I think the Knicks need somebody like him that's opposite of Jalen. He can even come off the bench. Let him be a tournament to a 6 man. Let him average 20 points off the bench.
I was
Like,
about to say he'll be coming off the bench with Deuce if that's the case.
I mean, he better than Deuce to me. Deuce is nice, but he better
Yeah,
than
but
Deuce
you
to me.
you gotta put Deuce with him because he can't play defense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
I want Jordan Poole on the contender, man. Like that
Damn.
man was hooping out of his mind this season.
Oh, jeez, I forgot. Another young team that's not on this list, the Orlando Magic, and
Oh man,
they are talking about getting Trey from Atlanta and adding them with Franz and what's my other guy name? Light
follow.
skin, yeah, and Paulo, Franz and Paulo. They talking about adding them with them as a core. Boy, they gonna cause problems if that situation happens. Not saying it will, but if they can get him, OMG, OMG, man.
Because that's one of their big problems. Like down the stretch, Paolo's handing the ball like he's a point guard, which he's not, and they don't have really any shooting.
Yeah,
So you get Trey Young, he pretty much fixes everything you need on the team. And Trey, even though he's not as bad on defense as he used to be, he don't really have to play defense on that team.
man. Who who you gonna guard? You can't send double teams all over the floor. You blitz him, and you got Paulo and you got Franz on the other side because both of them averaged 25 a game this year too. Under the like, people don't understand they had two 25-point scorers. Put him in at that point guard to run the show, give them energy where they don't have to freaking handle the ball. Coming 6'10" dudes coming down the court dribbling in the fourth quarter. Nah.
KCP gonna be there, or is he going to trade? Be in the trade?
uh,
Uh, I believe they're trying to send out either Jalen Suggs or Anthony Black. No, it was Cole Anthony
yeah, Cole Anthony
or
and Jalen Suggs too. They wanted Jalen Suggs, Cole
um
Anthony, and it was is it Jonathan Isaacs? I don't know. I don't
With the
know what.
7 footer?
Yeah, the
yeah,
7 footer.
Jonathan Isaac because he keep getting
Yeah,
hurt.
yeah, yeah. They got a young team and they trying to get rid of the young talent that could probably be good, but none of them niggas can stay healthy though.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs, Trey Young backcourt would be disgusting. That would be disgusting. You getting clamped up and you getting 30 dropped on. That would be disgusting.
Yeah, he Jalen Suggs is like a bigger version of T.J. McConnell.
Oh my God.
He's like
Oh my God.
he bring energy though, like the energy, and he be locking boys up. And he like to drive to the middle of the lane, give that little floater, or he'll dunk on you too.
Oh my God.
He need to come to the dark side though and go ahead and cut that hair. You need to go ahead and cut that hair, man. I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
it's time to let it go.
I'm surprised Haley ain't. I'm surprised Haley ain't get on him and tell him to cut that shit.
Well, since we on late night hype, we got to bring this up. This was floating around the socials. Our guy DeMarcus Cousins trying to fight fans on which league? In one of them leagues. What league was he in? Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah, he's with them, but equals, but equals.
I don't know my Puerto Rico, man.
They suspended
Facts.
him for the season, for the
Yeah.
rest of the season. And he said that basically, fan was talking trash, and then he's high, drunk, and was saying racial slurs, and that's why he did what he did. Greg
Gal-
grabbed his whole man unit and made him smell it.
Gallinari is out there now. He out there too. They got to be
Oh
paying these
man.
dudes. They got to be paying these dudes, man. They got to be paying them some good money for them to go out there.
I'm
Oh,
like I get it, but at a certain point, like you have to be smart with the way in which you retaliate. Like even if you just took the man drink and just threw it at him, that would be much better than what you did. Like what you did could honestly end you up on a list in America if you did that. Like,
yeah. Like, but I'm pretty sure when he was at Golden State, when he was in LA with the Lakers, when he was freaking in New Orleans, when he was in Sacramento, all these teams, right? I'm pretty sure even in Denver, I'm pretty sure he went places on any all of these different squads he played for, and people heckled him and was talking hot shit, but he was getting
Yeah,
paid a lot more money, so he would shut the fuck up.
yeah, he got to him that night. I don't know what Demarcus was thinking. He's a vet now too. He should know a little better.
Man, he wasn't thinking. That's the thing about it. He wasn't thinking because when you go to, when a lot of these type of players, because remember, he was on his way to possibly being a Hall of Famer before he
Right.
popped his Achilles. And with him being as talented as he was, and with all the love that he got when he was here, he went to this league and he's taking this league as a joke and he's just getting checks. That's exactly what this is for. Because he's like, I don't, he probably didn't even feel like playing the rest of the season anyway. This was probably a way to get out anyway. Like, man, fuck it. They paid me. I don't even really need to be here. Let me go be with my family. Fuck it. That's what I think that this was. I don't think the dude made him that mad to the point where he goes super stupid because I'm sure he's hurt worse.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, and now he's suspended. He's got to pay what, maybe I forgot what I read, like 10 grand or something.
And that's
A
freaking
drop
much
in the
per
bucket.
man. 10 grand is like per diem. That's how much money they pay just for his freaking food and get around stuff that the team probably just give him. 10,000 ain't nothing to him, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Well,
he
he'll be back.
still like he has to
Good.
grow up. He has to grow up at some point. He's been having the same temper tantrum issues from the time he was in college till now. Like I forgot how old he is, but bro, grow up. It's been over a decade.
He got that he got a championship with the Lakers because he
I
was
think they
on the
did give him a
roster.
ring.
Yeah, he because he was on the roster. He just didn't come back because of the CV, should I
Golden
say?
State too. They gave him a ring.
They gave him nah. They lost that year. They lost that
Did,
year.
did, did, did I thought they won that year?
Nah, that's the year that they lost to Kawhi.
Boy,
Oh,
Kawhi
okay,
left.
okay. He
Yeah,
would have got one though.
yeah. He would have got one because he actually was on that team, like playing. He actually was playing in that finals.
oh, it say he got two championships though.
Oh
Oh, Nuggets, 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 Nuggets.
yeah,
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
no.
yeah. Forgot he
the
was on that
Nuggets.
one.
Yeah, he was on a, but he didn't. But he didn't play though. Like he was a part of that team, but he didn't play. Like he wasn't even on the bench.
He probably was talking trash to Jokic.
Yeah, cause like so you know that they be doing what do you call that if you're on a roster, even if you get traded or if you get cut, if your name was on that roster for that season and that team was a championship, you were part of that championship team. Like
Yeah,
you get it, you actually get a ring.
it's
It's
a
the
few
same.
players this year that's gonna happen to on either side.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, cause of the trade. Yeah. So you gonna see, man. You gonna see what you call it gonna get one. If OKC win, then what's Giddy, the Giddler, the Giddler gonna get one.
No,
Oh
he wasn't.
nah. Nah, the Giddler, they got rid of the
Oh,
Giddler last
last
offseason.
year.
He's
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
last year I thought they traded him
yeah.
this
yeah,
year. Oh yeah, yeah,
last
you're right.
year.
You're right.
Nah,
You're
they
right.
had to get that off the team.
And and the rumor is they trying to trade him again in Chicago.
Yeah, because do you see? Do you? I watched Chicago multiple times because actually like Chicago this year. I actually liked them when they got rid of those DeRozan and the other light skinned dude. I
Levine.
Yeah, Levine, Zach Levine. When they got rid of both of them, I was like, man, I like this young team, this young core. But when he was on the road, bro, these people, you could hear the people while he's at the free throw line calling him a predator and all of this other stuff. So yeah, they don't need that heat. Don't no team need that heat actually.
Mm-mm. I don't keep that man far away from Kobe White. Far away from Kobe White.
Yeah, yeah, keep it far away from Kobe White.
But
Ah,
these young teams are promising. Like I've been telling people because of teams like the Pistons, if you don't watch a team because of their record, you are 1,000% missing out.
Yeah,
yeah. Didn't
you
nobody
got
didn't
to. You get to see gems, diamonds in the rough.
didn't nobody
Right?
think Houston was gonna be good at all, and they ended up being the second best team in the West.
Right? You have to watch these games. You have to.
Yeah,
Because you're gonna be like the people from this year that's just now finding out about Shangoon when he's been doing this basically since he's been drafted.
yeah, yeah. Didn't nobody know. Nobody knew shit about OKC. They still don't know nothing about OKC, and they in the finals. And they've been cooking this up for the last couple of years. They've been cooking this up
Yo, speaking of Houston, I like Reed Shepard. Why don't they give him more burn?
because of Thompson, because of men. That's why.
Reed Shepard just not ready. I'm gonna be honest.
Yo, he was
He
getting
not ready.
burned too. He was getting burned last year. But Ime, when they brought in what's my light skinned brother name from Toronto?
Van Vliet.
Yeah, when they brought in Van Fleet, they're like, nope, we don't got no more room for you. And then men started locking boys up and scoring that thing too. Oh nah.
I was about to say I would much rather pray that a man goes out there, plays poised, and just hope his mid range shot go down and send somebody out there that just looks like they're not ready.
That boy start hitting jump shots, if that boy start hitting jump shots, he will be the best player on their team. If he start hitting jump shots, oh my goodness. And he ain't nothing but what? He like your age, ain't he? Like 20, 21.
Yeah, I think we're the same age.
Yeah. And like, man, he ooh wee. Ooh wee.
Well, I got one final topic, and I'll save this for BA for the last one. He might want to put his camera back on for this one. Special.
Talk your ears. Let me see.
LeBron James
It's the
said
purest
winning the championship was the purest form of hoops. Everything in the bubble was strictly about basketball. From his Mind the Game podcast.
Hmm. Yeah.
we know what was going on in the bubble.
Oh man, here we go.
We know about the all of that work that was running around, undocumented, etc. in that bubble. We know about the news reporters and all of that type of stuff running around in that bubble, handling business, serving up a lot of you hoopers. We know. But I get it though. I get it why you said it was the purest form of basketball because there really were no distractions and everything that was a distraction was there were no cameras there to see. So I can't knock him for that. I can't knock him for that. And when you have freaking Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, who else? Alex Caruso. Um, it's a multiple. They had a squad. They had
DeMarcus
a squad.
Cousins,
DeMarcus. Oh,
ACP.
that's Caldwell Pope. Yeah,
Deion Waiters,
Deion did get up a ring too. He did get
J.R.
up
Hmm.
a
Smith.
ring. J.R.
J.R.
Smith.
Smith.
Oh, they had what's his name too? Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
yo,
I'm telling you, that
yo,
that
they
team
was
was not normal. That team was
bro.
not normal.
Who was that? I was talking to somebody. Uh, I was talking to somebody specifically. They're like the bubble team, man. That team wasn't that good, man. Everybody was old and da. I was like, no, that was a hell of a team. That was a hell of a team, top to bottom. That team was ready. Three
Marquise
big super.
Morris,
Oh, Marquise was on there. He was on there too. He was.
I was just
Danny
watching that.
Green.
Danny Green was there too.
People don't understand, but our team was so stacked. LeBron was playing point guard. Like,
Bro,
come
and,
on, bro.
and freaking Anthony Davis was averaging like nearly 30 and 15.
Jared Dudley.
oh, Jared Dudley too. Yo,
Like, like I don't know why with the bubble ring, people want to act like it doesn't count because it was in a different situation or whatever. Everyone had the same opportunity to win that ring that we did. Our team was just better.
I'm
It's
hating on it. I'm hating on it, man. I'm hating on it.
like
The
like it's
Clippers were
fun.
frauds.
The Clippers were I knew they were frauds when Luca was dropping them off.
Man,
Baby Luca was out there dropping them off. Like,
they
come
let
on, bro.
they let baby Jamal Murray take them out. Baby
Baby Murray.
Jamal Murray takes them out.
And wasn't it a 3-1 lead blow?
Yes.
Come
They
on now.
came back 3-1 and they was blowing them the three games they won, all blowouts. All blowouts. And them boys must have been ready to go home because I was like, because they had a stacked squad that year too. They actually had a stacked squad too. So I'm
One, two,
thinking,
three, Cancun.
yeah, that's what happened. Because I was like, man,
Cancun on three, Cancun on me.
I was so mad. I ain't gonna lie, I was so mad. I was
They
like,
couldn't even say that to Bo. They'd say 1, 2, 3, Mickey.
when freaking when Jimmy Butler them made it to the finals, I was like, man, LeBron about to get his fucking fourth ring, man. I mean, yeah, his fourth ring. And then when when Jamal Murray and Baby Jokic, when Baby Jokic them, because it was Baby Joker too, when Baby Jokic them and Baby Murray got together and made it to the Western Conference Finals, I was like, no, they're not gonna beat this stacked ass Lakers team. They're not gonna beat them. And sure enough, the Lakers won in five. Lakers in five, like Shay
Shannon
Sharp.
Sharp.
Yeah,
Westbrook tried, Jokic lied, Lakers in five, man.
facts, facts, man, facts. And damn, has Shannon Sharp fell off? Cause it's like he was up here, like he was rising, like he was even greater than Stephen A. Smith, like he was passing him up. And now it's just him and Ocho. Ocho.
They still get numbers if I'm not mistaken, but still,
Busting it.
having the traditional media side together on your side as well, it hurt them because of that whole situation.
They were getting, they get like, they're getting like anywhere between 8 to 12,000 people in their lives, right? Now, but before they were at like
100.
60,
Okay.
50. Like they had a couple of those 100,000 lives, but they were like in the 50s and 60s on average, like for each live. And then like all of a sudden, like I don't even think people even watch Club Shay Shay no more. I don't even think they watching that.
Like they
When's the
used to.
last? When is the last time you seen one of those interviews?
I know I've seen two chains, but it's not popping like it was.
Yeah, like every
No,
after the Cat Williams, it changed. Everything changed for him.
It's this case. That case then tore him up.
It was the Illuminati. She's working with them people. You working
They
with the
see they got that
Illuminati.
money coming. They said, "Nah, you ain't about to get that, brother."
Exactly. Like, yeah, we was gonna pay you, but you still it's you still ain't pay all your dues yet.
oh my God.
What? What
He's
happened?
he talking about him not paying me saying that he ain't pay his
Yeah.
dues. He ain't pay his dues. You gotta pay his
Oh,
dues first, man.
that Lakers team was an all-time team.
Oh, you
Everyone
looking
knew they
at
were
it?
gonna win. Everybody was in denial about it. They won. Everyone want to be mad about it. I don't get it. The main argument I hear is that the break between quarantine and people going to the bubble allowed the Lakers to stay healthy. But literally, all you're admitting is that if everyone was healthy, the Lakers would win anyway. So
Yeah,
I don't get the argument.
they were
Lakers in five. The bubble ring is real. Your team sucks.
they
I
were
don't know what
gonna
to tell you.
be they were gonna be the number one team in the West. They were gonna end the year number one in the West. It was them and the Clippers. Them and the Clippers started off the first half of the season on fire. People forget about that. And then once February hit and they shut everything down, and they did get that 3 months off. They had so many older players. People could. The problem with them that year was they're like, oh, they're gonna wear down because they had some older players. But shit, that 3 months was right on time. 3 months
But
Yeah.
was right on time.
be honest though, does it even sound does it even sound real that a team that employs Patrick Beverly and Reggie Jackson was gonna win a ring?
Yeah, because this is Kawhi Leonard and Paul George like
Yep.
prime and
In
prime
that
and health
prime.
and healthy. Both of them was
Playoff
healthy.
P,
Yeah.
playoff P.
They were
I don't
healthy
know if you
though.
saw Kawhi them last couple games, but Kawhi,
Yeah,
oh man, pack them up,
yeah,
man. Lakers in five.
yeah.
Pack them up.
Yo, hopefully we'll be saying Pacers in five. Hopefully we'll. I do not want to see. Okay, I don't have a horse in this race, but I really want to see the Pacers win, man. I want to see the Pacers get their first ring of the
That'll
season.
be another ABA team getting a ring. The only one missing out of it now would be Brooklyn.
Yeah, yeah. Brooklyn,
San Antonio got the ring. Denver got the ring. Indiana get one, and then we just gotta wait on Brooklyn to get in. All the four ABA teams will have NBA rings.
yeah. Brooklyn ain't getting nothing for another at least another 5 to 10 years.
Brooklyn
They
had
had
their chance. They suck.
yeah. They like I said the basketball gods. They're like hell no, y'all were cheating. They were cheating with them three players on the same team.
They want to go after Giannis. You heard that, right?
Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Giannis is not leaving unless he know he's gonna win a ring somewhere.
I I I, I think Giannis right now. I think what's holding him back from coming out public is he don't want to be like if he low key for the past I don't know 4 or 5 years been throwing shots at LeBron, right? And players like LeBron talking about how they work out with other players and how they switch teams and all of that stuff. Like he's actually said this multiple times, and now he's gonna be one of them players pretty soon.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah, because he's like
Journeyman,
he said what he used the term chasing rings. Yeah, you about to go chase you a ring too now, man.
superstar journeyman, as you say.
Yeah, that's what
Man.
LeBron is. LeBron is a superstar journeyman. Kevin Durant is a superstar journeyman. James Harden is a superstar journeyman. It's multiple of them.
Okay. All right.
Russell
All right.
Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a superstar journeyman.
Russell Westbrook wasn't even a superstar for half of the time he was a journeyman. So I don't.
Hmm. Superstar
Yeah,
journeyman.
he wasn't, but I'm just saying, like, people still look at him as a superstar because of his name.
No,
And I guess you got to throw my guy in there too, because I know Cole will love that.
Who
Carmelo.
is a superstar journeyman. There's another superstar journeyman. You play.
superstar. Oh, Betty.
He
Oh,
was.
buddy.
He's a superstar journeyman, man. Hey, matter of fact, I'm leaving out. I'm leaving out Kawhi Leonard. He another superstar journeyman. When you go to me,
Mm.
so my and Paul George,
Paul
superstar
George.
superstar
Uh,
journeyman. When you
again,
play
superstar.
when you play for more than two franchises and you get to that third or more and you've been at a superstar level for multiple years, even if you're not still at that level and you still going team to team searching and all of that, like years, that's a superstar journeyman to me.
I don't know. I feel like in this new NBA, with the way the CBA's been structured, like these last two times,
Yeah,
I can't really call nobody a journeyman anymore. Like, if you want to win, you're gonna have to leave. If you want to win consistently, you're gonna have to leave your team.
and take a pay cut too.
Yeah, and take the pay cut. LeBron.
Hey,
Yeah,
I still think super teams can be made. It's just the stars gonna have to take a pay cut.
I don't
what?
think I don't think a super team can last. Like OKC is the only super team that I think can last beyond 3 years, and that's because their team is so young and so good. But I don't think like a super team to the caliber in which we know can be made anymore past like 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or like I say, you got to get your first contract, that big contract, get it. Sort of like almost like Jason Tatum and Brown. So if they wanted to go somewhere after the next contract, they can dip and find whoever they want to and just take less money and try to win.
yeah. Ain't nobody. That's the thing about this new CBA. It's gonna be hard to trade players that you're paying literally over $300 million to. It's gonna be hard to trade those type of players. So he knew what he was doing, man, and I like it, dog, because I'm old school. I'm old school, man. Like get it out the mud, man. Get it out the mud, man. Nope.
Well, guys, I'm gonna start heading out, get ready for the morning. Um, appreciate y'all showing up for the late night hype.
For shiggity.
So
Any announcements going on the channels?
Shit. Man, sign up to the Patreon is back to growing. We back to getting people back on the Patreon, man. So come join me on the Patreon at Get Your Bars Up Media, and we're getting up. We're coming up on the. We're starting to get more subscribers since I just got back to Get Your Bars Up reactions. We're almost at 14,000 subs over there. So come on, man. Come holler at your guy. That's all I got.
What about you, Cole?
eh, follow me on Twitter at 2C6LD. Production for Slender videos will start in the middle of July. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting on my new computer, but Slender is coming back. We're here. Educated Slender is coming back.
Hey, you ain't gonna give them your TikTok.
Oh, I haven't put my NBA content out, but
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gotta make an NBA TikTok.
yeah, facts. You definitely gotta make an NBA TikTok.
Yes, sir. You can know Sports Game Vision on all platforms. Um, and we'll be back again for these finals. Was with the pre and post game, or at least one of the two. And hopefully with the fellas we talking about, we might be doing some WNBA content pretty soon as well. So
I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it ready on my end, man. I'm definitely gonna
okay.
get it ready on my end. I just need somebody to talk to about because I don't want to just be talking to a camera when it comes to this type of shit. Because I need opinions. I need opinions.
Hey, we got it. Shoot, let me know. Shoot me the channel too.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I got you. Once I set that up next week, probably this weekend, I'll put it all together and redo like the facelift and all of that on it to get it right. I got you.
All right. What's the next one? Next game is today's what?
Friday,
Friday. Okay.
Friday at I was about to say my time it'd be 5:30 my time, but
Be 8:30.
it's 8:30 y'all time.
All right. So hopefully we hit that pregame up.
Yeah, yeah. I'll pull up. I'll pull up because shit. I don't work on weekends anyway, so shit. I'm gonna be definitely up.
All right. All right, everyone. We about to head on out. Stay back, fellas.